Okay, we'll start now. My name is Emmanuel Trinidad. I will be your OSC for today's subject, feedback and control system. We'll have week one of your LMS, the introduction to feedback control system and other terminologies. Okay, we start now. Okay, as you can see, there are the terms from the word control. It means it's usually taken to mean what? It means to regulate, direct, or command. That's the meaning of control. Then we affix it or combine it with the system or word system. It's an interconnection of elements and device for a desired purpose. Okay, that's why it's as a control system. We regulate the system. Then system is consists of too many interconnection of elements and devices. Then we have a desired purpose that will be the input. Okay. As you can see, a control system is an interconnection of components forming a system that will provide a desired system response. Okay, that is the definition. Then, as you can see in the block diagram, what? The process to be controlled can be represented by a block. In the first, we have input, then we have process, then we have the output. Input is the desired, what? Your desired goal, then it will be processed, then the output will be what? The actual goal or actual process. Actual done by the process. Okay, next. Okay, we combine now control system. A control system is consists of subsystems and process assembled for the purpose of obtaining a desired output with desired performance in a given specific input. As you can see, if you have for example, project or design project, you should have this one. It called IPO. It consists of input. It has a stimulus or your desired response. Then next, the control system. Then next will be the output or the actual response of the system. Okay, that is IPO. It is very important in design project documentation because it will show the whole process of your project. It start with input, then up to output. Okay, next. Next. We define input. Input is the stimulus excitation or a command applied to a control system. Then input is there will have a vice versa or the next will be the output. It is the actual response obtained from a control system. Okay, that is the difference between the input and output. Okay, means the input is this will be the start, or for example you have a push button, then after you push the button, then it will process, then next will be the actual response of the system. Okay, next. Okay, how about the process? The process is in the middle in the block diagram. What it do? The device, the plant, or a system under control. Then the input and output relationship represent the cause and effect relationship of the process. Okay, as you can see in the process, it happened, it needs be the bridge or the system under between the input and the output relationship. It show also the what? The cause and effect. For example, in your system, dito makikita yung mga noise or yung mga disturbance dito sa process. Okay? Nandito na rin yung mga problema. That's why in other system, if it's a closed loop, it has a measurement or feedback to correct the error. Later, we will discuss that also. Next. Okay, how about this disturbance? I already told it is in the process. A disturbance is a signal that tends to adversely affect the value of the system. It is an unwanted input of the system. Okay. Since it starts with the input, then it will be in the process. A disturbance also is a what generated within the system. It is called internal disturbance. While an external disturbance is generated outside the system. Okay, yun lang yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. If it's the system or in the inside of the system, it's called internal disturbance. If the disturbance happen outside, it will be called what? External disturbance. Okay. Next. We now go with the system configuration. Okay, as I told you before, the open loop is a control system use a controller and actuator to obtain the desired response. And an open loop system is a system without feedback. Okay, yun lang yung pinagkaiba. That is the difference. Open loop doesn't have a feedback. It is a one direction only. You start with the desired output response, the input. Then it will have what? Controller. For example, it's a microcontroller. Then it will have a program. The actuating device or the will do the process or will actuate. Then the process will be, for example, in a temperature. If you adjust the temperature, then a controller will do it, or a program. Then the actuating device, actuator. Then the process is it it will be the one who do the process. For example, it is in the air conditioner like that, and the output will be the actual output. Okay. Later we'll have example. Okay. This one is the open loop. Okay, open loop, a control system that does not have without feedback. Okay, a control system utilize an actuating device to control the process directly without using feedback. That is the difference, open loop and closed loop. Now we go in a closed loop. Okay, what is the advantage of an open loop? As you can see, it is simplicity. Simple lang siya. Then one direction nga, and the advantage also is low cost. Siyempre, it's not complex, then it has also low weight. The system or the project is low weight. How about the disadvantage? It is sensitivity to disturbance. Lagi silang nagkakameron ng mga problema. It has a problem. That's why if you're using an open loop, there will be problem in your system. And another one disadvantage is inability to correct this disturbance. Since there's no feedback, you cannot correct the disturbance or the error. That's why that is disadvantage of an open loop. But if you know the system there's no problem or no error, you will use the open loop system. Now we go in a closed loop. How about closed loop? A closed loop system can compensate for disturbance. Okay, yan yung advantage nito. How? By measuring the output, then it will be compared to the desired output and driving the difference towards zero. For example, if your input is desired is 17 degrees Celsius or the temperature, then but the system or your program read 19, they will send it to the measurement or feedback until it will be correct, and then it will show the correct value 17 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is the advantage of closed loop, the correction of the error. Okay, we go now. A control system in which the control action is dependent on the output. Okay, yun nga, depende yung control system ng closed loop sa output. Until it does not reach the 17 degrees Celsius, it will continue to correct the error. That is the closed loop. How about it utilize also feedback to compare the actual output to the desired output response. Okay, nagko-compare yung feedback. Kaya nga meron tayong feedback, kino-compare niya yung output tsaka input. Until hindi nare-reach yung desired input, then it will not stop the correction. Now we go now. Closed loop control has many advantages over open loop control, including the ability to reject external disturbances and improve measurement noise attenuation. Yun nga, as I said before, the advantage of closed loop is correction of error and noise attenuation. And also, it also rejects external disturbances from outside. External disturbances and measurement noise are inevitable in a real-world application and must be addressed in a practical control system design. Okay? Ang advantage ng mga closed loop, ito yung mga modern technology kasi. Automatic na re-reject yung mga disturbances. Katulad ng for example, if you are broadcasting or using a microphone, there are some technology that will automatic reject noise within your background. Okay, that is the technology. How about a closed loop control system? Utilize an additional measure of the actual output to confer the actual output with the desired output response. Okay, as you can see, this is the block diagram of a closed loop. We start with the input, the desired output response, then it will be go to controller, then actuator, then the process, then it will go back to feedback or the sensor that will check if the, for example, is its temperature, or you will use temperature sensor. It will check the temperature if it's correct or not until it will become what? It will go to plus or minus or the error correction. Okay, that is a closed loop control system. It uses a measurement of the output and feedback of this signal to compare it with the desired output reference or command. Okay, next. The measurement of the output is called what? This the one, for example, the sensor sends this measurement of the output. It is called feedback signal. Okay, a closed loop control system uses a measurement of the output and feedback of this signal to compare it with the desired output or reference or command. Basta tandaan nyo lang yung sensor. Pwede siyang temperature sensor, heat sensor. Ito yung mga feedback na nagse-sense ng mga variable na pwede i-measure. Okay, next. Advantages of closed loop. Since we have open loop advantage, we also have a closed loop advantage. Improve performance in the presence of unknown disturbance in the input. It has a greater accuracy than open loop since it has a new technology. Then less insensitive to noise disturbance and change in the environment because of the adjustment calculated from feedback. What is the disadvantage of closed loop? It is more complex. Once na nasira to, is mahirap din siya palitan, and then yung mga circuits niya is mahirap din palitan. Kaya complex din siya. Then, syempre, kung marami siyang mga parts or mga components, expensive din siya. Requires monitoring the plant output. Ang mahal din kasi dito yung mga sensor eh. Next. We have the types of control system. Ito yung pinakatatlong types. Natural control system. Ito yung mga natural lang. It's come from the universe or human body. Ito yung mga actual na response, nag-response yung katawan natin. Then, pwede rin naman siyang man-made control system. Ito nga yung mga technology natin. For example, yung vehicles, pwede na siyang i-program. Then, or pwede rin naman siyang open loop din. Tsaka yung mga man-made control system din, yung mga airplane. Usually, nakaprogram na rin yan eh. May mga autopilot din sila. Thank you. Next. Manual control system, example is, ito yung mga kaya nating i-control through manual. Ito yung room temperature regulation via electric fan. Ito yung mga project eh, or yung mga gawa na control system. Water level control. From the word manual, it means it is an open loop. It does not have a feedback. From the word automatic, this will be closed loop. It has a feedback. Ito yung mga example, room temperature regulation via AC, then human body temperature control. Meron na tayong mga temperature scanner dun eh, na it can detect human temperature. Next. We have servo system. A servo system or a servo mechanism is a feedback control system in which the output is some mechanical position, velocity, or acceleration. Ito yung mga servo system natin sa mga sasakyan nating kotse. Okay, for example, you have the output or the input or your desired location, then gagalaw siya through mechanical position, yung ating servo system. Siyempre may mga servo motor din to. Then it used to cruise control system. Pwede siyang pumunta sa left or right. I-ano nyo lang yung natin. Itong gamit through direction. Later we'll have a example of this block diagram. Next. Okay, what's now the linear? Linear control system in which output varies linearly with the input called linear control system. Since in word linear, nagbabari rin yung input tsaka yung kanyang control system. Sabay lang din sila. Next, nonlinear is when the input and output has a nonlinear relationship. The system is said to be nonlinear. Ibig sabihin, hindi sabay yung pag-change ng, for example, yung temperature in degrees Celsius dun sa bulb position. Hindi ka nagkakasabay or not there are non-linear relationship of the system, the input and the output. Okay, next, time invariant versus time variant, the difference. When the characteristic of the system do not depend upon time itself, then the system is said to time invariant control system. Time varying control system is a system in which one or more parameters vary with time. Okay, yung time varying control system natin, pwede natin siya i-program through what? Pwede natin siyang gawing parameters with nag-change siya through time. For example, you make a program with temperature. As time goes by, the temperature will also change. It can be high or low. Okay, it depends through vary of time. Okay. But if we will make it to the system will not depend on the time itself, it will be called invariant control system. Okay. We have also LAMP parameters versus distributed parameters. Control system that can be described by ordinary differential equation are LAMP parameters control system. Okay, pag gumamit tayo ng mga differential equation o yung mga equation natin, gamit ito, it's called LAMP parameters control system. Where areas that revisited parameter control system are described by partial differential equation. Since we are using differential equation, it will be what? It will be affected by different program or it will be depends on the time also. Okay, since naglagay na tayo ng mathematical equation. Next, how about continuous data and discrete data system? Ano yung pagkakaiba nila or difference? In continuous data, control system, all system are variables are function of continuous time. Okay, since we are using continuous data, the variables are nagde-define siya in the function of the continuous time. Continue lagi yung oras. Kumbaga, hindi siya tuloy-tuloy yung oras. Then, this data control system. How about discrete time? Sa discrete time control system, it involves one or more variables that are known only at a discrete time intervals. Okay, makikita nyo, meron siyang interval or sequence sinusundan sa discrete data system. Yan, makikita nyo dito sa drawing. Not like in a continuous data control, continue lang siya. Okay. Next. Deterministic, ito yung versus stochastic control system. A control system is deterministic if the response to input is predictable and repeatable. Okay, as you can see, ito yung mga control system kasi kung familiar kayo dun sa subject ng signals, katulad din siya dito. Yung signal kasi binivisualize kung ano yung makikita natin na program sa control system eh. Kaya to, yung control system na determinist or a control system is deterministic if the response to input is predictable or malalaman natin kung ano yung itsura ng system or we will know what will be the output of the system. Okay? As you can see, in the deterministic, it's using a triangular wave and square wave since it is predictable. Not like in the stochastic control system, it is not predictable and it is not repeatable as you can see in the drawing or the figure or graph. Next. How about advantages of control system? Okay, these are the advantages of control system. Ito yung mga application ng control system. Saan natin ginagamit yung control system? Pwede natin siyang gamitin in what? radar antenna, how about positioning by the low power rotation of a knob at the input? Then it requires a large amount of power for its output rotation. Then control system will produce what? The needed power amplification and power gain. Okay, since sa mga radar antenna natin, kailangan ng mataas na power yan. Kasi the higher the power, the longer it will transmit the information. Mas malayo yung bato natin or transmit ng data natin. Kaya mas mataas yung amplification niya at saka yung power gain. Okay, that is example of a application of a control system in radar antenna. Next. Remote control. Ginagamit natin siya sa mga robotics din. Ang control system is pwede siyang i-program or meron siyang controller. We use it in a remote control. Rover was built to work in a contaminated areas with 3-mile islands where a nuclear accident occur in 1979. Okay. Ginamit yung rover para sa mga rescue mission. Kasi may mga ano daw doon, nuclear accident. Since meron nuclear, may radiation yan. Delikado yung mga tao. Kaya ang ginamit is yung rover para mag-rescue or ma-monitor kung ano yung meron doon. Okay? Convenience. In a temperature control system, the input is the position of thermostat and the output is the heat. Thus, a convenient position input yields a desired thermal output. Okay? Sinabi ko nga kanina, yung application niya is pwede sa mga temperature control. Gagamit lang tayo ng thermostat, then yun, and tsaka program, yun. Ginagamit na rin sa control system yun para ma-control yung temperature. Okay, that is an example. We have example is Honeywell, that is the brand of the temperature control system. Okay, how about in antenna system? How we compensate disturbance or paano natin maiwasan yung mga disturbance or error or noise. Okay, in an antenna system that points to a command direction, wind can force the antenna to deviate from it, then the system should detect the disturbance and act as accordingly. Okay, ito ngayon sa antenna system. Meron tayong command direction kung saan lang siya magda-direction, then yung wind is magde-deviate automatic yung antenna. Kasi yung mga wind kasi nakaka-affect din yun sa natin sa mga it is called also a disturbance or yung error. Since yun, iwasan natin yung mga wind or pwede rin nating taasan yung ating antenna. Okay? Compensate disturbance. Next. Example of control system. Ito yung mga example ng control system natin. In example number 1, it's an open loop or a closed loop. Okay, it has open loop because it has no feedback. A toaster toasts bread by setting timer. Then setting timer, ito yung input. Then toaster, the process. Then the actual output will be the toasted bread. Objective, make bread, then golden brown and crisp. Okay, since gagawa kayo ng mga project, dapat meron din kayong objective kasi mahirap walang objective kasi hindi nyo malalaman yung actual na output or yung input nyo na desired. Then a toaster does not measure the color of bread during the toasting process. Since open loop lang siya, hindi natin malalaman kung luto na siya or hindi. Basta automatic lang siya nagsaset tayo ng timer. Kasi nakaprogram siya as open loop eh. Then for a fixed setting, in winter, the toast can be white and in summer, the toast can be black. Okay, that is depends on the calibration. A toaster will be more expensive with sensor. Yun nga, ang idea natin, since ginawa nating open loop, mas mahal daw yung gagamit tayo ng sensor. Kaya kung nagtitipid kayo, open loop lang yung system nyo. Pero yun nga, disadvantage din is yung error or yung magiging problema is hindi siya makakorek. Next. This one is also what? An example of an open loop. Laundry machine, we have program setting. Inikot lang natin yung timer na. Then ipaprocess ng machine. Then process niya yung wash clothes. That is the output. Okay, a laundry machine, syempre hindi niya may-measure kung malinis na o hindi. Kasi automatic na. Program lang siya through timer. Okay? Then control without measuring device. Wala naman tayong sensor na ma-detect kung malinis ba siya o hindi. Hindi natin malalaman. Okay? That is the disadvantage of an open loop. Next. How about this one? This is what? This one is what? Automobile direction control. Attempts to change the direction is a closed loop. For example, we have desired direction, our brain, then hand, steering wheel. Example, ito yung mga steering wheel, yung sasakyan. Then magpa-process is yung auto. Then since meron tayong visualize, makikita natin kung umandar ba tayo or pumunta sa left or right, mako-correct natin siya through eye. Then yun nga. Then magpa-plus or minus ka lang para makita mo yung direction or makapunta sa direction. Paulit lang siya. Manual closed loop, okay? Next, course goal, wala naman to. Modeling a transfer function, block diagram. Ito yung mga cover sa mga subject nyo. Laplace, mechanical, electrical, electromechanical. Analysis, step response, then frequency response. Ito na pumapasok yung mga robotics nyo, design route, locus technique, frequency response technique, PID control. Then the last one is matutunan nyo is yung mga theory, simulation with MATLAB, yung mga example. Next. Okay, di ko na tayo discuss. Block diagram, mathematical model, sample block diagram. Ganyan na itsura ng chemical process. Block diagram. Okay, that's the example of a closed loop. This start with desired chemical composition, then controller, example is bulb, then who will the process, mixer tube, then it will go again to feedback or measurement. How can we see if there is an is correct output? It is sense or detect by infrared analyzer, then plus or minus, then it will go back to bulb. Okay, then mixture, then it will come back to chemical composition. Ganun lang yan. Describe the block diagram. Suppose that the input device is a joystick, then the game, example lang to. Yun, ito yung player. Then, who will be the controller? The player. Siya kasi yung ng games. Then actuator. Mag-actuate. Ito yung joystick. Then process. Sino yung magpa-process? Yung video game. Then mako-correct natin kung tama ba siya, eyesight, tactile, o yung ma-measure natin through player, yung sa mata natin. Then plus or minus lang. Then until we will reach our game objective. Gaganon-ganon lang din siya. Cycle lang din siya. Okay? Next, sample 3, luxury, automobile. Okay, ito na yung mga program na mga example na may mga kotse na nakaprogram na siya. Okay, it will start with what? Desired temperature. Yun nga, yung gusto nating temperature. Then yung controller is, ito yung example is yung thermostat tsaka air conditioning. Sa kanila na andun yung program. Then sino magpa-process? Yung automobile, yung kotse. Then babalik ulit siya sa feedback. Masa-sense ng temperature kung tama na ba yung temperature or na-reach na yung ating desired temperature. Then it will go back again. Then it is a cycle. Until, for example, the desired temperature is 17 degrees Celsius, it will become a cycle until it will not reach to 17 degrees Celsius. Next. Okay, ito yung definition ng control system. Is concerned with understanding, controlling the materials and forces of nature for the benefits of humankind. Then control system also, engineers are concerned with understanding, controlling segments of the environment, often called system. And then it also provides useful economic products for society. Then control engineering also is not limited to any engineering discipline.